Hello everybody, Wanger here, and welcome to a new series I'm doing. I'm playing Stellaris, which is one of the more recent games to come out of Paradox Interactive? I always forget if it's international or interactive. But these guys, I forgot what they came out with. I haven't played a lot of their games. But this is a real-time strategy game in space. So basically building up planets, building fleets, that kind of stuff. But it's kind of got a different spin on a lot of things like Sins of a Solar Empire, where when you actually do research, it's actually, there is a tree, but you actually do it randomly, and you actually hire or appoint scientists and researchers to it. So certain researchers and the researchers will actually level up and get better. But the other thing is, you actually, as you play through the game, researchers get older and die. Like, you can't just keep the same people in the same positions over and over again. They actually age and die. So it's kind of cool, and you can have different people reigning and all that kind of stuff. But that's going to get into the game a little bit further. So I haven't played any of this game. I'm actually going into this pretty much completely blind. I don't know if there's a tutorial or not. Full tutorial. Okay, so when we load into the game, it should load up a tutorial. So when we actually start a new game, you actually have to create our own empire. So we can actually pick from a bunch of these different races and what was I gonna say? Races and so you basically come up with what your government is, and if you're just the different qualities of both your race and your empire, basically. So we got the United Nations of Earth. They're xenophiles, so they actually get a bonus to trust growth and population modifier. Xenophobia. Oh, it's deep-seated. So yeah, so basically when we run into aliens, we want to know them, we want to get to know what they're about. And then there's fanatic individualist. We must recognize that society is but a convenient fiction, the byproduct of individuals working towards parallel, overlapping, and contradictory goals as it should be. And then you actually have your humans, which are quick learners and nomadic. So migration speed, we actually get more of. Resettlement costs is actually lower. Or that's a good thing to be lower on that. And then leadership experience gains 25%. So our characters will, or not characters, our leaders and scientists and all that kind of stuff will actually learn quicker, or skill up quicker. And then come with man, kind of the complete opposite of militarist and xenophobe. So this is kind of your so United Nations of Earth, kind of your Federation from Star Trek. I almost said Star Wars. And then Commonwealth Men is kind of your well, shoot, I can't actually think about it. But Divine Mandate for these guys, if we go here, oh, they're bird people. That's kind of cool. But they've got natural physicists, all these different things. But what I want to do is I want to create brand new empire. So I want to do. Oh, we can actually start our ruler. Xenotype. Oh, so we can actually pick what our ruler looks like. So, ooh, Continental World. I think this would actually start us off in. Ooh. Oh shit. Everything's kind of laggy a bit. Continental World, Wet Climate, Ocean World. Oh, I like how the picture doesn't really change. It's just the background. Back. No, because if we change that... actually, I'm going to go all the way back. Oh, back. Because I want to start from the beginning. Because I think if we... So government and ethics. So I want to do... So there's materialists, pacifists, xenophile, collectivists, spiritualists, militarists. So there's So there's the normal ones, which gives you a kind of a bonus, and then there's other ones that are huge, like they actually give you bigger modifiers, but they cost a little more. So I can go with Xenophile. So we want to make new friends. We want to meet new creatures, new people. Indirect democracy holds an election every 10 years to select a new ruler. What was I saying? Leader skill levels +1, leader recruitment costs -15%. But I want us to be, so we're Xenophiles, and we are, so we can do pacifists. I did like the individualists, but I don't really want it. I mean, we could play with the other one, but I kind of want our government to be different. So oligarchy, I do want to keep it a democracy. So must be materialistic. Military republic. Must have militant or must have. So if I take out Xenophile, okay, that doesn't really do much. So I could do world democracy. So these are kind of our basic ones. Indirect democracy. I kind of want direct democracy. So it says I have to be materialist. So building cost is -5%. Physics output, society output, and engineering output is 5%. So I want to kick that. I want to go Xenophile. Despotic hegemony. Each ruler can build an elite assault army. Ooh. Theocratic oligarchy, bureaucracy. Spiritualist, military dictatorship, divine mandate. So I think I'm gonna go direct government because it gives us bonus to happiness and experience in leadership. But we're also gonna go militaristic. So rivalry, influence gain, weapons damage, war happiness. Oh, okay. So that kind of goes. Oh, okay. So if I go militaristic, it's happier when we're in war, which is actually kind of how the world works, actually. It's just kind of funny. Spiritualists, collectivists, faction suppression costs, slavery tolerance plus 100%, food consumption -5. So I kind of want to go with the individualists. Because that's kind of how we are. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go through and kind of create one and just figure it out. Earth. Because I think I'm actually going to go back and... Oh, I can actually pick my adjective. Okay, there we go. It's human. Ooh, actually some of these flags are actually pretty cool. Secondary colors, you can go green. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So you can kind of have it just a standard like that. Okay, blue. Ooh, blue's kind of cool. I like green. So empire name, next. Flag, next. Government ethics. Oh, I never actually selected a government type. Oops. So really, we can only go with indirect democracy. Alright, so we'll select that just to kind of give it something. The name and class. Continental preferences. Homeworld name. Earth. Star name, Sol. Sol system. So yeah, we want to start in the Sol system. And then species name. Oh, we can actually choose our appearance. Humanoid, mammalian, okay, so. Oh, we can be Vulcan if we wanted to, but I think I'm gonna go with species name, human, plural, humans. Or no, you know what? We're gonna go. I'm just creating names just to see what else it gets. So names list. So we can actually choose our ship names. Okay, so these are kind of the ones that are given, leader names, that kind of stuff. Humanoid 2. I actually like this set of names a little better. North Star, the Valorous, the Wyvern, the Wizard, the Rifleman, the Audacity, the Diligence. So these ones have like, oh, Strategic Readiness Fleet, the Night Fleet, the Millennial Fleet, the ISS O'Hare, okay. I do like this one. Strike Force Hydra, Strike Force Griffin, Schmel's World. Actually, I do like Humanoid 3 a little better if I was to actually create one of these guys. So we can actually pick traits. Ooh. Trait picks left. Oops. Ah, because I am assuming that some of these have negative. Okay, so that's kind of how we would go through that. Ah. So like if we were to go for like very strong people, we'd have to like go with like slow breeders or something like that. That's kind of cool how they do this. I know a lot of I know a bunch of people, a bunch of games do this and whatnot, but it's still kind of cool that of how they still manage to actually do some of this stuff. But yes, like I said, oh, and then we can go into our ships. So do you want projectile weapons, missile weapons, or projectile weapons? So these are just kind of our starting weapons. Our ships separately breach the dimension of hyperspace and Orbital is fast but limited to existing paths along the hyperlane network. Orbital generates a subspace bubble around the ship, making it faster than light speeds attainable, so it's for free but relatively slow travel between stars, given great distances. Wormhole gyros tunnel through subspace and establish a conduit between 2 points, permitting travel across the vast distances. These large generators are too big to be fitted on ships, requiring special wormhole stations to operate. So, warp travel, your classic jumping from one point to another, so your basic Star Trek, Star Wars, that kind of stuff, or Star Trek. Hyperspace travel, a little bit different than Star Wars because you have to actually have the lanes and stuff like that, but and then wormhole travel is kind of like your Mass Effects, what the hell are they called? Mass relays. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna say if we do something, we're gonna do warp travel. Ooh, and we can kind of pick what our ships look like. Nope, no, ship appearance. I mean, I wish they would give you they could give you a bit more of a view of how these ships would look. Avian ships, so these look, oh my god, these look like something out of Stargate? Yeah. And then, I think we would go with that, to be honest. So let's back out, because I want to kind of play with, do I want to play with one of these? I kind of want to do military dictatorship, but I want to do... But I don't want to be xenophobe. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's create one. I know I just spent all that time doing all that stuff. So I'm going to cut it, and then I'll come back once I have kind of everything set up and whatnot. Alright guys, I'm back. So I've come up with kind of what I've kind of found interesting. So come with the United Earth Alliance. So the government is, and the people itself, the society, is going to be run by an indirect democracy that gives our leader skill levels +1, leader recruitment costs -15, so it's going to be a little bit cheaper to recruit people. Then they are individualists, so we get policy happiness impact is a little lower, which is good. Migration attraction, so people will more migrate to us. I believe that's what that means. Population modifier, energy credits +5%, and slavery tolerance is -33%. So we don't really like slavery, pretty much. Xenophile, obviously, empire modifier, trust growth, population modifier, xenophobia -5. So that'll basically, if we get aliens into our society, then people will be okay with it. And then we're also militarists. So rivalry influence gains. So if we ever pick a fight with anybody, our rivalry influence will go up. Weapon damage will be increased as well, so we're a little bit better with fighting. And our population is happy when we are in war. Or our happiness is happy even when we're in war. There we go. That works. So I also changed our race a little bit. We are industrious humans, so our minerals are our mineral production is up by 15%. Quick learners, leader experience gain by 25%. And then I also added in, so I get quick learners because industrious was 2 points, and I wanted to get a couple of things just to kind of give us a well-rounded characters. So quick learners, experience gains, and then I balance that out with sedentary. So our migration speed goes down by 50%, and our settlement cost goes up by 33%. So, so migration speed, I don't know if that's the same as attraction, but our migration is kind of a little bit slower, which is okay. So our ships, kind of the same. Mammalian ships, they don't really change. We have warp travel. We're going to start off with mass drivers, electromagnetic projectile launchers to put armor-piercing rounds on range. So it's kind of nice to start off with. Earth, named Earth, solar system, because we're humans. Mammalian city, so we can actually select that in the background, and then that's all that stuff. So. Human Earth Alliance, the Alliance, and our flag is just this. This is the best. This is kind of just the interesting thing I came up with for a flag. So I'm going to save this, okay, and I'm going to click done. So now we get to pick our actual game size. Oh, fun. We're going to keep it on normal. Yeah, this is max fallen emperors. This controls the maximum number of fallen emperors that are allowed to spawn in the galaxy. Fallen emperors are ancient precursor civilizations that start with advanced technology and powerful fleets, but are not allowed to expand or build new ships. So once they're dead, they did. Advanced AI starts. This controls how many of the regular AI empires will start with an initial advantage in resources, technology, and population. Do not gain any additional bonuses besides a stronger starting position. This setting does not affect fallen empires. Okay, so advanced AI starts 4, that's fine. 13 alien AI empires. I said alien, that's not right. So you can pick our galaxy shape. We can go elliptical, we can go spiral, 2 arms or 4. I kind of think I want to try the 4 arms. So medium 600 stars, large, huge 1,000 stars. We're gonna stick with the 600 because 600 divided by 13 is actually a lot of systems. So I don't think we're gonna run into too many issues with bumping into people too early in the game. Let's see. Allowed FTL method, any. Clustered stars are on. Advanced neighbors. So hang on. Allowed FTL. This method of fast and light travel can be chosen by regular empires. By default, all three methods, warp, hyperdrive, and wormhole, are enabled. Okay, so it's basically you can change that. This controls whether empires should spawn in clusters or randomly spread across galaxy. Clustered starts. I want that off because I want us to be able to build up and kind of go out and find people. This controls whether empires will advance with advanced AI starts are permitted to spawn near a player. Unless than the specific number of advanced starts being generated. Okay, that's fine. This controls whether endgame crises are allowed to appear in your game. What's an endgame crisis? Okay. Play. Alright, so we're off. So I think once we load into the game, I'm actually going to... I might cut there and then start off... So use this episode as kind of empire creation, game generation, that kind of stuff, background stuff, and then actually get into the hard, nitty-gritty parts next episode. So I'm going to try and keep these episodes pretty well off of in the time frame of between 30 minutes and 30 minutes to about 45 minutes. So just to see how the progression goes, because I know with some of these kinds of RTS games, they do take a little bit of time to get up. But we'll go through this and then see what happens. In the eons since the first primitive Terran communities took shape on the grassy savannas of Earth, our civilization has spread and prospered. Oh, that's cool. We were driven forward by steady scientific progress and armed conflicts between nation-states became increasingly rare. The framework for a global democratic government was eventually laid, and when the last holdouts voluntarily joined, we stood united as a single nation. Now, after the successful creation of several experimental subspace fields, the finest minds of the United Earth Alliance have finished development of the first warp drives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. So that's kind of cool.
Mr. President.
Oh.
I am Veer, a prototype synthetic intelligence. My job is to offer advice and assistance as we seek our destiny among the stars.
Hi, Veer. So I guess this is where I'm going to cut it off because the tutorial I kind of want to use is the next episode just to kind of get us into the game and learn what the game's all about and that kind of stuff. So, plus I don't want to screw anything up. So, hope you guys are enjoying. Watch for the next episode coming out. If you like this, like the video, hit the subscribe button down below to see more stuff from us. We've got plenty of stuff coming out, from other games to multiplayer games to us just screwing around. So, I hope you guys enjoy, and see you next time.